Hello, everyone. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com, and welcome to Monday morning. Well, what do you know? We had our first snowfall of the year, and that seems to have sparked some excitement in the markets. We've got stock index futures, crude oil, gold, Bitcoin, all trading higher on Monday morning. It might have something to do with the first snowfall of the year, or it might have something to do with some movement on the U.S. government shutdown. Now, we've got all the major tech stocks leading the markets higher this morning, so it looks like we are going to do some buying at the open. Now, looking at the VIX popped on Friday and reversed. We had a bearish reversal day for the VIX, so looking for a move down and a close below 1708 on Monday. And then we're looking for potential sell signals in the ETFs as well. We had a bearish reversal signal last month that marked the peak in the VIX. We had one on Friday, and we could be seeing a peak in the VIX and a move down for the VIX ETFs. Whether they close below the lower channel line on Monday, we'll just have to wait and see. This morning, I thought we'd walk through the major sectors on both sides of the border, see what's working, what's not working, and what's set up for a potential buy signal on Monday. Looking at the TSX, we made a new low for this move on Friday. So the first thing I'd be looking for is a close above Friday's high. That would be the first sign that something new is happening. Of course, we can get a pop at the open and they can sell into that. So we'll just have to wait and see how the day ends. But there's the TSX, the TSX 60, mid caps, small caps, micro caps. And we talked about micro caps on the weekend. This is the risk off trade. Then looking at the different sectors, we've got clean technology holding up fairly well. It's on a sell signal right now. We've got consumer discretionary on a buy signal at the moment, while consumer staples on both sides of the border has been a very weak sector over the last few weeks. The energy sector is on a buy signal on both sides of the border. We've got bank stocks still holding up. Financials dipped below the lower channel line on Friday, but did not close below it. Then looking at gold stocks, certainly a potential for a buy signal on Monday. Then looking at income trusts, we're on a buy signal at the moment. No joy for the healthcare sector right now. Then we've got global mining, potential for a buy signal there. Base metals maybe on Monday. No joy for the industrials, making a new low for this move on Friday. No joy for Infotech. Infotech got hit hard last week, had a lot to do with Shopify selling off. Then we've got materials. There's a potential for a buy signal there in that sector. No joy for real estate. We made a new low on Friday. Telecom stocks, certainly a potential for a buy signal on Monday. And then utilities generated a buy signal on Friday. Now, when we look at the flypaper channel, and I won't go through all of them, but the TSX still trading above the flypaper channel. The venture exchange trying to find support there. It's industrials and real estate stocks that have already broken down below the flypaper channel. Now, moving on to the US market, starting off with the Dow, we're on a sell signal right now. We actually ended the day on a positive note on Friday, so certainly there's a nice potential for the Dow on Monday. It'll take a little bit more to get the S&P 500 up there, but a big reversal on Friday. We had the equal weighted S&P 500 trade down to the October lows, but we haven't broken down below them just yet. You can see the big difference between the S&P 500 and the equal weighted. The equal weighted, it looks like it's put in a double top up there. Then looking at the NASDAQ, a big reversal on Friday. The equal weighted NASDAQ has traded slightly below the October low, certainly didn't close below it. And then the next generation NASDAQ's holding up very well, certainly a potential for a new buy signal on Monday. Then looking at the Russell 2000, big reversal on Friday. Big reversal for small caps, and micro caps made a new low for this move on Friday. Now, looking at the different sectors, consumer discretionary is on a sell signal at the moment. Consumer staples, there's a potential for a buy signal for consumer staples on Monday. Then looking at real estate, new low for real estate on Friday. Home builders trading in the channel, so a potential for a buy signal on Monday. Certainly a potential for the real estate sector. Then energy stocks already on a buy signal. The equipment makers have been doing very well. They're still on a buy signal right now, while the people that actually take that equipment and stick it in the ground are on a buy signal, but have not traded above the October highs just yet. And then looking at the financials, we actually closed slightly above the upper channel line there, but very slightly. But it looks like we're going to continue to move higher on Monday. So we're on a buy signal for financials, for bank stocks, and for the regional bank stocks. Insurance was the big winner last week. And then we've got the broker dealers on a sell signal at the moment. But a big reversal on Friday right back into the channel. So a potential for a buy signal there. We're on a buy signal for healthcare stocks at the moment. We've got biotechs, certainly a potential for a buy signal there on Monday. Pharmaceuticals take a little bit more effort on Monday. Not expecting industrials to generate a buy signal or the materials sector on Monday. We've got the metals and mining. We're just at the lower channel line there. So there's a potential for a buy signal for metals and mining. Tech sector, not expecting a buy signal on Monday. Similar situation for the semiconductors and for the communication services. They could all rally on Monday, but not expecting new buy signals. And you can see communication services has broken down below the October lows. Then we've got transports are on a buy signal at the moment already. And then last up, utilities. Utilities are trading up in the channel, so certainly a potential for a new buy signal for utilities on Monday. Now, looking at the U.S. market, most of the U.S. market is holding up above the flypaper channel. The S&P 500 traded down to the top of the flypaper channel, so we expect this area to act as potential support on the way back down if the market wants to continue to move lower from here. Now, there's a couple of areas that have broken down below the flypaper channel. Consumer staples is the big one. The retail sector is broken down below it, but again, on the way back up, we expect it to act as resistance. And then the home builders are holding on for dear life at the moment, but the rest of the U.S. market is still holding up pretty well coming into Monday's trading action. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. Looks like we're going to get a pop at the open. We'll certainly have to see the difference between how the market opens and how it closes. And of course, the most important number of the day is how it closes. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Tuesday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.